Devakshar is live again. So today we are going to read from the book Holy Mother Shri Sarada Devi. This is by Swami Gambhirananda ji. And what we are going to know is to understand why Shakti descended here in Jairambati. Why did she descend as Shakti? We have really no clue. So let's see why what does Gambhiranand ji have to say about this, right? So let us start. Maharaj says, in the middle of the last century, the womanhood of India was faced with a tremendous problem. India then was being swept off her feet by foreign ideas. A craze for imitating the West set in at the cost of indigenous values. True, there was a need for energizing our womanhood by drawing a little on the foreign sources in order to make national life more vigorous and fruitful, at the same time that the West also learns something of our veneration for motherhood, so that Western civilization may have a stronger spiritual basis and a longer leash of life. But through each civilization has much to learn from another, it will spell disaster if the basic distinctions are ignored. For though women are honored everywhere, that honor very often appears in the form of chivalry and appreciation of the feminine charms. But India upholds chastity and motherhood, since the ideal aimed at is spiritual freedom, which has for its foundation absolute self control. Now, considering all this, the task of perfecting the ideal could be accomplished by none other than the mother of the universe herself. For in the middle of the last century, no other force could succeed in making India conscious of her grand destiny and the world cognizant of her revitalizing message. This is the age old tradition of India's spiritual ministry. So, God may come in many forms, but as the universal mother, she needed to come in India to uphold India's destiny. Now, all this put together, there are questions that arise in our mind. So, Maharaj puts a question: if the power descended for the world as a whole, why should it have selected for its field an insignificant remote hamlet like Jairambati, detached as it is from all modern influences? At that time, it was more detached from any modern influence. So, why Jairambati, such a small little hamlet? So, some arguments are given here. He says, who can answer such a question? And in fact, how many of those questions can we answer that arise in connection with the unpredictable movements of the inscrutable power that ever creates, sustains, and dissolves the world? That is Shakti, the Maya through which God or Brahman works. And yet, Maharaj is saying, human intellect, though aware of its limitations, cannot desist from the quest. That is how our minds work. We want logic. All the time we are looking for logic. So we cogitate, had Jairambati any speciality because of which it had such a proud privilege of having mother born over there? What is it? Even a close scrutiny does not reveal any such thing, though through the pages of history, It bears witness to the fact of Krishna's advent in Kansa's prison and his childlike and boyish disport among cowherds, of Jesus' birth in a stable and his early training in carpenter's house, and the descent of Ramakrishna in a husking shed and his subsequent life as a poor temple priest. And sociology points to the fact that when, under the impact of an aggressive foreign culture, the learned and the moneyed classes in the towns are swept off their feet, indigenous culture maintains a precarious existence in the poor surroundings of remote villages. Moreover, Indian culture discovered a peculiar mode of self perpetuation by entrusting itself into the hands of indigenous Brahmins and penniless gurus. Had Jairam Bhatti these factors in abundance? So he says, perhaps it did. Perhaps Jairam Bhatti did have these factors in abundance. So, in the little village of Jairam Bhatti, lying in the southwest corner of Vardhaman district of West Bengal, was born the Universal Mother as Sri Sarada Devi. So, we have here the birth of Sarada Devi and the reasons that Maharaj gives for her birth. Hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Do stay connected to Devakshar and like and share our videos. And if you have not already subscribed, do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for being with us. Namaskar. We'll be back again with another episode soon.